Just about 240 Heath Street. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, Rescue 2 down here responding. I'm too sure how bad the injuries are. They said one person got chest pains, one person got arm pains. So not too sure exactly what transpired. We do know that an airbag has deployed. I want to give you an idea of what happens when you're not focusing on the road. And it's a Sunday morning, so you shouldn't be going too fast on these kind of city streets. Speed limit is only 20 miles an hour, 25 at max. Hey, what's happening? How you doing?
Good, thanks.
All right. Not too sure how that car got up there. But he got up there. I think he was going about 20 miles an hour. 20, maybe 20. I just kind of play devil advocate. That's why I say speed limit's only 20 miles an hour in the city of Boston.
That's the other speed limit.
Yeah. They must have read it wrong. They must have added another 0 at the end of it. Rescue 2 is pulling out of here. I think that's a substitute for ladder engine 42. That's probably 42 is probably in the shop. Not too sure how that car got over there like that. I get another angle of that when the truck clears out of there. Take care, buddy. Maybe they got the street blocked off over there. Let me take a walk on this side so I can kind of see what took place. Yeah, he's up on the sidewalk pretty good there. Well, I said she's up on the sidewalk pretty good. 251 Heath Street. Yeah, I'm not too sure how that happened. There are some skid marks in the street. I'm not sure if those skid marks represent any of these cars. It's possible. Yeah, that's interesting though. Not sure how that happened. I think everybody needs to take a defensive driving course. I see some drivers that, like, I don't know what they're thinking about when they're on the road, but in my opinion, it's only in my opinion that they shouldn't be on the road. Because I seen them driving like they were just like confused. And when you're driving, when you're confused like that, it's like your mind is either being distracted by something or you're not too sure what you're doing. You know, to me, that's a dangerous situation because your reaction time is totally off. And if you're multitasking and you can't respond to something on the road, that's still a problem because you're either going to hit it or you hit somebody else. Like I said, in the speed limits, like this is a school zone too, guys, so you know. So in the school zone, I think it drops down to like 15. I think it drops down a little lower in the school zone. That's when the lights are flashing. Lights are not flashing, but always use caution anyway. Got Stanley Toad first on scene. She's still inside the car. They haven't got her out the car yet. I'm not too sure what's going on there. They might have to call Rescue 2 back over there. Like I said, I don't know, like,
Bravo 455.
these streets are narrow. Just so you know, the city of Boston has made some of these streets more narrow than they should be. So their thought process is if I make the streets more narrow,
144 Dudley Street.
it will slow cars down.
No front.
But in reality, the cars actually go faster on the narrow street because they're trying to dodge obstacles at a faster pace. So that study process does not really work. It's kind of been proven that over and over again. It doesn't work. Now cars only slow down to observe other stuff like this right here. This guy's slowing down just to kind of like rubberneck. But if there was no accident in here, he'd be speeding all the way down the street. So there's not too much that slows cars down other than you giving them tickets and fines and suspending their driver's license. This part is for all the tow truck drivers out there that like this part right here, the actual towing of the vehicle. He might have to lift it, drag it, and pick it up from the front. That's probably what he's gonna do. Drag it out and then pick it up from the front. That's what I would do if I was a tow truck driver. See, these people are slowing down just to observe what's going on. And the good thing is, I was saying it on my way over here when I heard the car was on the sidewalk. A good thing there was no pedestrians on the sidewalk at the time that this happened, because that could have been more serious. You always worry about the pedestrians because those are the innocent people in the whole thing. Another officer doing double duty. I see quite a few of them that come out here and they help out, which is a good thing. The only time cars slow down is when they're coming to look at something. But if there was no accident here, they'd be flying down the street like usual. Like I said, I'm not too sure how this accident happened because both vehicles suffered front end damage. This car's trying to do a difficult turn that he shouldn't be doing. Now you got a car coming down, so that could be an accident waiting to happen. He's probably gonna drag it somewhere and drop it and hook it from the front. That's probably the best bet at this time, how to do it. then one thing I noticed too when driving, a lot of people that drive these semi-big SUVs, like mid-sized SUVs, like they don't have a good judgment of the width of their car and how wide their car is, like how wide and how long it is, I should say. The judgment is off by like at least 2 to 3 feet. There's one car down. That's all. Looks like from New Jersey. Just so you know, guys, that there is a stop sign right here. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but right where this gentleman in the officer is standing, that is a stop sign. So theoretically, which you don't see it, there should be a stop bar right in front of that crosswalk that's supposed to give you a reference point to stop. Now, if you don't see that stop bar, you're supposed to use the imaginary stop bar, which is about right where the sign is at, and stop anyway. Because either way, you're supposed to stop. Whether there's a stop bar there or not, you're still supposed to stop. So if you don't see a stop bar, this imaginary stop bar about 3 feet away from the crosswalk going in, and then you should stop there and kind of stop and keep going. So he basically gave them his testimony of what he saw, and from what I gather, without seeing too much, is that Nissan, I believe it was probably traveling at a pretty good speed. Not too sure which way they were going, but somehow I'm assuming that they were coming this way, because you gather more speed going this way than coming out this way. And if you came down the hill speed, and you wouldn't, it's almost impossible if you end up over there. So you have to be coming this way, flying straight across. And possibly this car was probably making a turn, who knows? Or he could have been coming down, either way. He may have to get checked out a little bit too. He don't look too stable on his feet there. Always good to get checked out if you don't feel good when you get into an accident. This is a narrow street. This is a very, very narrow street. So you have to kind of use caution.
Engine 18 to fire alarm. False EMS on scene.
And since this morning, I think there was like 3 or 4 accidents, you know, in the general area of like, I don't know if it's just Sunday driving or these cars are just gonna wait there. I don't know. They need to figure out what they're doing. These cars are just sitting there. Like, that's crazy.
Unclear, switch in 4.
You're gonna sit there, let them stay there then. Like, not too sure why they're waiting there, but they're waiting there. Wow, they're just gonna sit there. See how long they sit there before they realize it's time to go or go around. Maybe I might give them a heads up. Let me see if I can tell them, hey, just pull up. You can't drive? Hey, what are you sitting there for? That's unbelievable. Like, where you get your license from if you're just gonna sit there all day? This car has hazard lights on. So hazard lights mean, it kind of means that car is not gonna move or there's some kind of hazard in the road. So you sit there and just wait there. And how long will you wait there? I have no idea. That's why I try to document it, because then you get to see what I see. And I should have let him just wait there longer and see how long he would have waited there. Actually, he waited to a point where the other car made a U-turn up there. So they're going to call a second ambulance for the other gentleman, because he's not too, you can tell by how he's standing, he's not too stable on his feet. So they're going to have him checked out too. And you could kind of like evaluate someone just seeing how they stand and how they move, and even though they're not saying they're in pain, you could kind of see that they're kind of shooken up. Like I said, I don't know the exact speed that these cars are traveling at, but it's clear that they were going over 20 miles an hour, at least one of them anyway. These cars they figured it out right away. Why only one car couldn't figure that out? Today would be like my first, I can't say my first video, but my first early morning video. Well, I can't say that either. Well, first full day of videoing after being in like YouTube jail for like 4 weeks for something that was posted like almost a year ago. So what YouTube does is they go back and they have a weird algorithm. So if a video was posted and was already posted, they don't say nothing right away. They wait almost a year before they tell you that video is not meeting their community guidelines. So basically what I did, I reposted a video that was already posted. And that video was on my channel for almost a year to 2 years. They took that video down, and they took the guy's video down, and I rebroadcast video down because he spoke on something that YouTube did not agree on. And the second video they took down of mine was a video that wasn't me talking, but I was someone in a protest that was speaking on something. And because YouTube does not agree with it, they took that video down as well. So YouTube has guidelines that are kind of weird. I even asked them to express their guidelines, and they can't even express their own guidelines. But yet they have videos promoting what they say they don't agree with. So I don't understand that either. So if that's the case, they should take down all the videos that even have it pro or con of what people are talking about, because you can't take sides if you don't know the facts. That's the way I look at it. And I asked them to explain that to me, and they cannot explain it because they have no definition of it. So those kind of videos will probably end up on Rumble rather than YouTube. Okay, have your reflective jacket on, man. Where's your reflective jacket? I got a vest in the car. You want to put it on real quick? You know, when you're in the street like that, all the drivers see is a silhouette. They don't really see a person. Like, it's almost impossible. Like, he could theoretically get hit and don't even realize it because they don't really see you. Like, take it from a person that drives. Most drivers cannot see a dark jacket in the middle of the street like that. It's very tough. That's why they always say put your high visibility jacket on, or your high vis vest on. I keep one in the car, mainly for that purpose, just in case. Theoretically, if you're a truck driver or you're driving any high capacity vehicle, you're supposed to have a high visibility vest at all times.
Man, if you can take myself with the Tango 314 along with that other unit over at 111 Huntington, according to Tango.
I'm pretty sure police officers get taught that in the academy, that anytime they're doing a traffic detail, they should have their high visible vest on. And think about it, if they can't see a car coming, and the car's a lot bigger than a person, what makes you think they're gonna see a person in the street if they can't see a car in the street?
Yeah, because what's the break on the right? Huh? You got the break on the right.
Those guys are getting impatient on that side because more cars went that way than this way.
I think I would really enjoy teaching.
The car's taking a U-turn. What is he doing? Turning into a driveway? I'm not sure what he's doing. Like I said, it's kind of hard to say what transpired. We did know two cars did collide. Technically, legally, they don't have to even tow that vehicle because it's in a legal parking spot. As long as he moves it by street cleaning time. But it's only up to the driver. The driver has to say whether he wants it towed or not too. He can always leave it and have it private towed when he gets back. As long as it's in a legal spot and it's not obstructing the roadway and it's registered and insured, it should be no problem on the road. Everybody drives extra slow. I guess that's the way of making people slow down. Put a camera out there and point it at them, they might slow down a little bit. Used to be a guy that used to do that on YouTube. He used to stand at a road and they point a hairdryer at the cars as they were coming down the road, and they all slow down because they thought it was a radar gun. Alright guys, that's pretty much it, you know. I'm getting ready to head up out of here. Just want to show you the front end damage of this vehicle over here. This happened right at 251 Heath Street. Guess you call this Jamaica Plain. Like the second tow truck has arrived. Give you a quick look at the front end damage of this vehicle. It looks like, you know, this car could have been making the turn. It's kind of hard to say though. Maybe he was coming down. No, who knows? It's kind of hard to even speculate on where they were coming, but they know which way they were going. That could be a total. It depends on how much it's going to cost to fix that. It's kind of hard to say what took place. Airbag has deployed on the driver's side. Like I said, it's kind of hard to say what transpired with the accident, but all I can say is that speed limit in the city of Boston is only 20 to 25 miles an hour. Anything faster than that, you're technically going over the speed limit. This is a precision. See, that truck has the beefed up suspension. I don't know if you guys can see the double leaf springs in the back. So that means it's set up where it can probably hold double the capacity. I'm not getting a good zoom on it, but there's a small leaf spring and there's a larger leaf spring. So with the combination of those two, it's kind of like a lot of weight capacity. Plus, it got the dual wheels. So it's definitely gonna hold a lot of weight. I'm not sure if the contrast is allowing me to zoom in on it the right way. Let me see. And I usually do these videos for the tow truck drivers.
28, Red 22, a structure fire, Kendra Road, West Roxbury, engine 55, 30, 48, and 53, ladder 25, and 28, Red 22, a structure fire, Kendra Road, West Roxbury, nearest box 2997 Rockland Street and Taylor Road, 1034. R10, a structure fire, Kendra Road, West Roxbury, Jet 22, R10, a structure fire, Kendra Road, West Roxbury, nearest box 2997 Rockland Street and Taylor Road, 1034. Cover station 30, attention ladder 16, cover station 30, 1035.
Alright, so they're ready to tow this one out of here as well. Get all his necessary paperwork. That's the worst way to back out into oncoming traffic. Your car's like, he's asking to get hit by doing that. He's got a blind spot around a big truck when he's trying to back out. Like, anybody with most common sense wouldn't do that, but apparently he didn't have much common sense. It's bad if it's hard to drive out that way, but rather than back out.
About 2997 Rockwood, Killer Road, number 10. Killer Road, prior to basement. Got that? Got that address going to 2? Who is my with? Your rate of vision is 5353.
It's up there.
Attention engine 29, cover station 30. Attention engine 29, cover station 30, 1037.
1037.
Sheila Street, you have excessive smoke from the pit. You're investigating that video.
Alright, so he's pretty much all set to go now. Guess I'll catch you guys on the next one.